And hello guys and welcome to my new stream. Today we will be playing Frostpunk 2, finally. So we finished Frostpunk 1 and I think I'm ready to dive deeper into this franchise. So we will be playing Frostpunk 2 and as the title says, it's my blind playthrough, which means I haven't tried this game at all. So this will be my first time playing it. And yeah, let's see. I was looking a little bit through. I was going through settings a little bit, so it's kind of weird. There's a lot of stuff here. I'm kind of skipping all of this mostly. The main things that I'm not sure about is the console appearance. Like, I don't know what I want, the urban layout and stuff like that. But I guess we'll figure it out as we go. So, since I have the deluxe mode, I'll just go with this one, but I'm kinda curious to see. I was also googling, but I couldn't find any difference between the appearances of those consoles, so there's that. And here are my settings for graphics. I think this should be fine. We'll see if my PC can handle this. So I'll be using upscaling for easier processing of my GPU and PC for streaming also. And yeah, I hope this will work. So without further ado, let's jump into the game. Let's see. Story: The Legacy of New London. Prologue: The Wanderers. They came upon the old machine as they always do, and when the whiteout hits, they must survive. Okay. I think this is the only mode that we can choose right now. And we can actually skip prologue, but I don't want to do that, kinda. Let's see, so we can choose difficulty here. Moderate challenge, but with a margin for error and room to correct mistakes. Okay, a challenging endeavor, still with margin for error, but otherwise demanding focus and planning. A steward, a demanding challenge with little room for error, requiring meticulous planning and ability to manage concurrent crisis. And captain, extreme challenge with almost no room for error, requiring perfect planning and ability to deal with mounting catastrophe when plans inevitably fail. And of course there is the survivor mode. But I think for my first playthrough I'll go with the officer difficulty. I want it to be kind of smooth introduction into the game. And yeah, let's start the game. Okay, this is not creepy at all.
Can you hear us? Captain!
Do you hear us?
A generation ago, we fled the crumbling British Empire as the world froze around us. I held New London together. United, we survived 30 years of whiteouts. But the world around us is dead. Empty.
Right for taking. The city stops.
Festus.
Merely Only surviving is not enough. We have to expand. After all, it's us who survived the end of the world. It's us who survived.
Yes. Now what?
Damn. That was a nice cinematic. But I'm wondering, did the captain froze or what happened there? The Wanderers. We've been roaming the frozen desert for years. Many of us do not remember a world before the Great Storm. The Great Frost. Now another whiteout is coming, and again we have reached the old machine. Again, we will rely on its furnace to provide heat through the storm. In the past, we always made sure there were enough supplies for the next whiteout, but our numbers have grown through the years. Providing for everyone is getting harder and harder. We are the first to arrive, more will be joining. We will weather the storm as one. Okay. Welcome to the prologue. It will teach you the basics you'll need for what lies ahead. The old dreadnought remains in pieces under layers of snow, but the scattered wagons still have resources inside. First, we must break ice to reach one of the oil wagons and construct an extraction district to use it. Then we can turn on the dreadnought's furnace to heat us, and those who will inevitably join later. Okay, well, let's restart the furnace. Is the game going already? Yeah, it is. So what do we do? Let's turn on the furnace somehow. What's this? Nothing. So, okay, so we have no fuel. Hold left alt to show economy overlay. Okay, so there we have the oil wagon. Deposit 50k of oil. We can press T to see tutorial. What's this? 20k of food. Some more food. 150k of materials. What's this? Heat management, heat and fuels, materials, food, workforce. Some more oil. Seal colony, what? 400k of food. Okay, let me check the map here. It's nice size. Looks like it's part of Frostpunk 1, the Frostland map. Is this the sea? Or is this oil? I guess it's sea. Let's see. What happened with this dreadnought? Damn. So while I'm in this overlay, economy overlay, the days are not moving. Oh wait, I can use spacebar to pause the game. Okay. The old dreadnought. What? Population 1000. As soon as population meaningfully increases, the city will prepare a census to count how many new workers we have available. The better the overall situation in the city, the more children live to adulthood, and the more outsiders seek to gain entry. Available. What's this? 60% of the population. Oh, available for work, I guess. And then scraps. 6 per week. Individual contributions. Okay. Prefabs. What's that? Allocated heat. Demand 20. Unfulfilled 20. Okay. Output generator here, heat capacity. It's status of district heating. 1 is chilly. Okay. Available 5. Fulfilled housed citizens 333. And unhoused 667. So we need like what, 10 more housing areas or whatever. Dreadnought rack. Oh, the Dreadnought is currently allocating 5 whatever it is, the metric. 5 houses, 5 housings. And food, we need to stockpile food. We don't have anything, kinda. Materials, tutorials, new info available. Let's see. Materials are used to maintain districts, buildings, and the machines within them. They can also be used to manufacture prefabs or goods in industrial districts. Okay. Shortage of materials to fulfill demand will greatly contribute to squalor and cause districts in the city to fall into a state of disrepair. Almost said despair. Okay, so materials, that's this one. Requirements, industrial district, demand. Extraction, logistics, so they all have their demands for materials. You can extract materials from frozen forest deposits or iron vein deposits. Depending on the type of deposit, different buildings can be built within the district that is placed on that deposit to increase its output. For example, sawmills or ironworks. Okay. Damn. This game feels a lot more complicated than the first one. I guess I got used to the first one, so I have to take this slow because I have no idea what I'm doing. Hold the left or right mouse button or the VSAD keys to move the camera. Okay. Scroll up or down to zoom in or zoom out. Okay. That part I know at least. Hold middle mouse button to adjust the camera angle. Okay, that's all familiar. Hold left shift and scroll up or down to adjust the vertical angle of the camera. Okay. Use Q and E to rotate the camera to left and right. Okay. General controls. Damn, that's a lot. Below you can find a list of useful keyboard shortcuts. Economy overlays. So holding left alt, we get the buildings overlay. Hold 4. Heat and fuels overlay, materials, food. Okay. Press tab and turn on the heat management overlay. Okay, so that one was on O, I think, in the first game. Game time, control spacebar, 1, 2, 3, escape. Okay, same as the first one. Construction, X. District construction panel, B. Hubs construction panel, H. Okay, X, B, H. Hold shift to keep any of these panels open upon setting up construction. What does that even mean? Why would I want to do that? Tutorials panel. T. And focus camera on the dreadnought wreck. Okay. Interesting. Dreadnought's furnace. Dreadnought wreck has a furnace that serves as a heat generator for your population. You can turn on the furnace by pressing the on and off button located in the middle of the panel. I tried doing that, but nothing happened. The furnace uses fuel to produce heat that can be distributed to the districts in the city. The horizontal indicator shows how much heat you provide to your districts. The gray part indicates how much heat would be needed to raise all districts in the city to a livable temperature level. Where can I see that? Oh, it's this one. So the horizontal indicator shows how much heat you provide. That's this one. The gray part, I can't see the gray part here. I guess it's because all of them are in livable condition, right? Yeah. You can activate furnace overdrive to temporarily boost temperature in all districts. However, this also increases furnace wear. Okay, be sure to turn off the overdrive before the wear meter on the right. Where's that one? So this is the overdrive button. Before the wear meter fills up, otherwise a malfunction will occur, causing casualties. Okay, I guess that's all. So the game is still paused. Let's see. What if I do this? Can I choose? Yeah. Okay, let's press T. Okay, so now I opened a resource deposits. Various resources are scattered throughout the nearby area, and tiles containing these resources are called deposits. To exploit these deposits, you can construct the appropriate district on a resource deposit tile. Different resources require different types of districts. For example, an oil wagon is used by an extraction district, while fertile soil is used by a food district. Wow. In most cases, you need to frost break the tile with the resource deposit before constructing anything on it. Okay, so we have to break through the snow. The more resource deposits tiles within a district's range, the larger the deposit the district can exploit. So we can put several resource deposit tiles. Okay. When a district produces something from the deposit, such as resources from extraction or food districts, an equivalent amount is subtracted from the deposit. This means that districts covering more resource deposits will last longer. However, the higher the district's output, the faster the deposit will be depleted. Well, that's nothing new. So we can see how much resources we have remaining in the district, in the deposit, sorry. Requirements. Okay, so we have like worker requirements for a district. Total output, total demand of materials. We have events. We have, this is heating, I guess, for, yeah. What the hell is this? Like a technology or something? No. Are those people? This looks like a, how do you call it? A screw, right? No. I have no idea, but this looks like that, like the settings button, and these look like heads. Okay. Keep in mind that having more resource deposits in a district won't increase its output. It only increases the total amount of resources available for extraction. Okay, the district's output depends on several factors. For example, if the district doesn't have full 100% workforce, its output will be lower. On the other hand, activating the emergency shifts ability will boost output. So, having more resource deposits in a district will not increase its output. Okay. I don't know what this means, but let's see. So, where is the building menu? Is this it? Frost break area. Before construction, we need to break the ice and prepare the ground. Select tiles until you reach oil, then confirm. Okay, with this. Let's read more about this. Okay, there is some info on that. Initially, you can only build districts in a limited area. The wider terrain is covered in frozen stiff ground, which is impossible to construct upon. To widen the buildable area, you will need to use frost breakers. Okay. So we know this. Next, select one of the available tiles, which are highlighted in white and located on the edge of the buildable area. Okay. Remember, to build districts on resource deposits covered by frozen ground, you'll need to frost break those tiles first. So we have a construction wagon as a resource deposit here, and we have to frost break the snow to it. Okay. Frost breaking cost is calculated per tile, and you can select up to 8 tiles. Okay, so what does this mean? Having more resource deposits in a district won't increase the output. Like, for example, in the Frostpunk one, if we have like, I don't know, 3 coal piles and having one gathering post won't increase the output or the gathering of the coal, but will increase the availability, right? Yeah, it only increases the total amount of resources available. I mean, that makes sense. Let's frost break the area. So this one, and let's do this one outside of the available area. What does it even mean? Do I pay something for doing this? I don't know, I guess we'll find out. Let's see. Oops. No, I didn't want to do that. Let's frost break. Ongoing construction, press to cancel. Oh, I have to start the timer, right? So I can't turn this on because I have no fuel. Cold and disease will start increasing. Oh, I mean, they are high. So this is going. Let's see. Cold. Base output greatly increases from chilly temperature level. It's always cold, but cold takes hold of the city when there isn't enough heat to warm all its buildings. Cold increases disease and can lead to people freezing to death. And the disease significantly increases from chilly temperature level. The likelihood that people... Okay. Constructing districts. Select extraction district from the toolbar. Press the resource tile and continue selecting tiles until check mark appears. Let's read more about it. What's this? Output and demand. It's this one. A city's economy is based on the output and demand of various resources. Output is the total amount of resources produced by districts and buildings. For example, food output can be increased by building a food district. However, a working district also increases demand for resources needed to sustain its operations. In the case of the food district, heat and materials. When output equals demand, you will see a golden icon for the given resource on the top bar. Okay. When output is high, wait. When output equals demand. Okay. When output is higher than demand, you will see a positive number next to the icon. Oh, this one. Okay, so we are getting 92 more than the people are demanding. And demand is increased by the needs of your people who require food and shelter to survive. When output is lower than demand, you will see a negative number next to the resource on the top bar, indicating how much more output is needed to meet the demand. Unfulfilled. Okay. Districts and buildings mostly increase heat and materials demand. Makes sense. District construction. So districts are the base of your economy. Build them to produce or process resources and provide shelter. Districts have a fixed number of tiles needed to begin construction. When building a district, keep a lookout for the indicator circle, which shows... Wait, what? Which shows you how many tiles you still have to press for the construction to start. When it's full, press on the tick to confirm and start the construction, or use right mouse button to cancel your last choice. Available tiles are white. Select them until the indicator is full. The indicator circle is full. Already selected tiles are yellow. Extraction and food districts require resource deposits to be built. You need to begin selecting tiles from the highlighted resource deposit with a corresponding resource icon. For example, to build an extraction district, start from the tile with an oil deposit. Okay. Wait, you need to begin selecting tiles from the highlighted resource deposit with a corresponding resource icon. Okay. Build an extraction district. Let's pause while we do that. Relations neutral. Opinion on city direction indifferent. Okay. Construction of districts. So we don't have materials, kinda. That's a problem, right? We need 20 materials. Output 80 oil, 20 prefabs per week, and 200 materials. Okay. Extracts resources from deposits. The type of resource extracted depends on the underlying deposit. Let's see. Wow. Frost break to an oil wagon. We did that. Construct an extraction district on the oil wagon. We are doing that now. And turn on the furnace in the dreadnought rack to provide heat. Okay, so what was I reading earlier? Let's see. Disease. The likelihood that people in your city will get sick, increasing as their bodies are worn down by the cold or difficult work conditions. Disease increases the number of people in your city unable to work. Okay. We have unallocated heat. What does that even mean? Why do we even have heat? Wow. We can zoom in. Oh, okay, we can... There are people inside. Well, this is interesting. Wait. I need to figure the angles. I don't like this one. Better. This one. So we have housing district and food district. What is this now? I can't scroll. Your people need shelter from the cold. Yet walls and roofs will be of little help if temperature remain frigid within them. Build housing districts on tiles next to heat sources to increase their temperature level. 4 will grant 1 whole additional level, but every tile counts. For what? Like 4 tiles? Let's read more into this. Pay attention to where you construct districts, as area effects may give them additional positive or negative effects. Area effects are caused by environmental circumstances, the natural layout of the land or surface on which a district is constructed, or by proximity to other districts. Every tile with an area effect that is located within a district will apply an effect. Okay. For example, it's beneficial to place housing districts near an active generator to benefit from increased district temperature levels. Proximity. Plus 2 out of 4 temperature level. Okay. Is that what they meant by it? If we place 4 tiles, we'll get a whole additional level. So, like, wait, how do I turn this animation on? It was just active. Why did it stop? I don't know. Let's see. Build. It's already week 8 and day 3. Damn. So, let's see. So we have proximity plus 3 divided by 4 temperature level. 3 out of 4 or whatever. I see. It would have been good if we actually built a place here for housing district and food district. I can't click on anything, I guess. Okay. And then this one. How do I get out of this? Okay, here we go. I guess we press on this. Oil. As the thick black liquid oozes through the pipes, our people rejoice. The carcass of this old machine is a testament to the hardships that made us. But more importantly, it's our heaven in the storm. It has allowed us to weather many whiteouts, and it will do so again. We have oil. We can turn on the furnace. Select the Dreadnought rack to access furnace control. Once turned on, the heat Dreadnought's furnace will automatically convert oil into heat. Okay, let's try that. Let's turn this on. Wow. Provide basic infrastructure. The furnace is on. We have enough oil to cover current needs, but the cold will still affect our people until they have proper shelter. Housing will best protect us from the cold if we build in close proximity to the furnace. However, we'll need prefabricated parts for construction. We brought some with us, the rest we need to extract from the wagon wreckages. Prefabs. Okay. So we are looking at the prefabs currently. Constructing any type of structure requires prefabs. They are prefabricated building components assembled at the construction site into buildings, hubs, or whole districts. You can obtain prefabs from ruins or other abandoned deposits like maintenance wagons or abandoned ruins by building an extraction district. When you run out of prefabs to build anything, try demolishing one of your existing districts, hubs, or buildings to get back all prefabs used for their construction. So we're getting all of it back. Okay, that's cool. Heat. When you are unable to generate enough heat, not all districts will be adequately heated and cold will increase. When temperatures drop, districts require more heat to keep their temperature levels up. You can raise district temperature levels by placing them near heat sources like active generators or heating hubs. Research, laws, and certain buildings can also help boost their warmth. So we have heating hubs. Those are steam hubs, I guess. Okay. So this is giving us some oil. We're getting plus 70. Okay, let's build something else now. Wait, let's actually do this. And then I kinda... Do I want to reach this? Or this one? I wanna reach food somewhere. Either here or here. But how do I reach this place? I think I have to go all the way around. Yeah, I don't think I can drop from here to here. Okay, let's start demolishing. Let's go so this way. It's 8. We need 320 workforce, 2 weeks, and 24 scraps. Are we gonna get 24 scraps or are we gonna pay for that? I have no idea. Let's see. Yeah. Wow. This is on a whole other level than the Frostpunk one. So Frost break to a construction wagon and build an extraction district to provide prefabs. Oh, okay, I guess I had to do that anyway. Build a housing district and optional place the housing district next to the furnace to increase its temperature level. And where is the furnace? Do they mean... Oh, they probably mean this. I have no idea what this means. What changes when I press this? Unfulfilled 20. Why? Unfulfilled why? Dreadnought's furnace 40. Can it be this one? So it says 20 now. 20 heat needed to be livable, 20 heat required to increase temperature to generate 20 heat, you need 10 oil. What if I do this? Then it's on 0, which means it's chilly, right? Then I do this. And there we go. It went away. Allocate all heat. Allocate all heat that can be generated with current fuel output to districts with temperature levels below livable. Okay. So we can build prefabs now, I guess. Construction wagon. We can build an extraction district, I hope. So we need 3 tiles. Let's do this. And then housing district. What do you mean I can't build here? We have 3 tiles. Can I like... never mind. Frost breaking. When did I agree to this? Anyway, let's build housing district. Unfortunately, we cannot combine. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Oh, it needs 6. Do I want all of them close by or not? Let's build it like this. So because I have 210 available employees, let's do more frost breaking. There. Now we have 10. Okay, let's turn this off. Oh, we are actually getting more oil when the overdrive is on. Interesting. What's this? Cold. Cold is measure of how well your city is heated and how protected your people are from the frost. Make sure that shelter is provided and all districts are properly heated. Not satisfying those needs mainly increases cold. High cold increases disease, decreases population growth, and causes recurring events of citizens freezing to death. Okay. So I can do some more of the frost breaking now. Let's do this. $18 scraps. Okay, I'm actually paying scraps for this. And we're getting 20 prefabs per week. Temperature here is livable. Allocated heat and weather -1. Gain access to food. We have secured heat and shelter for the time being. We'll need more than the others. We'll need more when the others arrive. But for now, we must turn our attention to the incoming whiteout. First, we must frost break to the small patches of fertile soil suitable for growing food. Then, we must store it in easily accessible depots. We must move quickly, so no one starves. Okay. Frost break to fertile soil. Build a food district on the fertile soil. So we can see them twitching. Obviously we'll go for the nearest one. Yeah, I gotta wait for those guys to end now. Okay, let's do this. Requires more workforce. Okay, why I don't have workforce? Can I do this? Wow, when we increase working temperature in more than livable, we actually get more for total output. Interesting. But I don't want to do that. I'll just wait for this to finish and then we'll... Didn't we already... Oh, my bad. But yeah, we already made the route to there. I can't wait to destroy this tile here so that I can make a housing district around the furnace. Let's speed this up a little bit. Can I see if my people are starving somewhere? Nope. Let's see. Food district. Grows food in fertile soil. Okay. Let's do it like this. Let's check the tutorial for shelter. Your population needs shelter to survive. If not provided, cold will aggressively rise in the city. Shelter is mainly provided by housing districts. Keeping them to at least livable temperature levels prevents the residents from freezing to death, but requires heat. If the temperature level in a district is chilly or worse, cold will rise, but at a lower rate compared to a lack of shelter. Researching certain ideas or building housing districts in the right place, for example in proximity to the active generator, can increase their temperature. Unhoused people gather around the generator. You can check their number in the main district panel or on shelter tooltip on the top hood bar. Okay. Number of people living in this district. Unhoused citizens gathering around the generator, 392. Remember, homeless people are more affected by cold weather, which makes them extremely more likely to get sick and freeze to death. Okay. Is there anything on food? Nope. Let's see. How many of our people are homeless? Our population remains stable. City situation decreased by notable hunger. As soon as population meaningfully increases, the city will prepare a census to count how many new workers we have. Okay. Total output. So we have 5 more housing districts than we need. We are in surplus. Okay. We have to build something. Nope. Oh, what's this? A mysterious symbol. The captain's legacy. One of our frost-breaking crew uncovered the frozen remains of a man in tattered uniform. His shoulder patch reads New London Scouts, 3rd Platoon, and he bears an obscure insignia. Some of our elders claim it belongs to a military organization, while others argue it has a religious significance. Maybe you have heard of this New London before and can settle their debate. Okay. New London is a city of discipline that follows strong leadership and where militant squads keep the peace. This will create a continuity in which New London has embraced order to survive. It symbolizes faith. New London is a city of devotion that established a new religion and follows the guidance of a zealous clergy. This will create a community in which New London has embraced faith to survive. And I don't recognize this symbol. New London's history is shrouded in mystery. History shrouded in mystery. This will create a continuity in which New London has leaned on either order or faith to survive. Now, let's say I don't recognize it for now. What's this? So, scraps. Scraps are a stockpileable resource that can be spent on frost breaking, funding construction, or when using specific actions. What? We can fund construction with scraps. Scraps are collected weekly. Everybody provides their share. The bigger the community, the more they contribute. You can use the take scraps action on wanderers, which will increase the number of scraps in your stockpile, but also worsen your relation with the wanderers, which as a result will lower trust in you as a leader. You can also use the return scraps action, which does the opposite. It costs you scraps, but improves relation and trust. Okay, and district employment. District employment can be manually controlled in any district panel. By selecting a percentage value, you can scale all operations in a district. This adjustment will reduce the required workforce and resources requirement, but also result in lower output. If full employment cannot be selected in the district, it means there is not enough available workforce in your city. To address this, you need to either reduce employment in other districts or increase the workforce. How do we increase the workforce? These workforce adjustments will affect all buildings in the district. Okay, but I don't think that's like optimal because you need to heat this district. So if you reduce the workforce, you still kind of have to heat the district even for 20% of the workforce. What did I do? What happened now? What? I just had to use a bunch more resources to heat this. Prepare for the whiteout. We have secured our immediate survival. Now we must stockpile as much food as we can before the whiteout forces us to take shelter. To do that, we need to produce more food than our current demand. With the second group of wanderers spotted just over the horizon, we must act quickly. Okay. So the thing is, if you reduce... Oh, that's why it dropped. Because I reduced it to 0. Now I have to allocate more. Why are we using this much heat? Damn. 20 heat allocated from the generator. 20 heat needed to be livable, 20 heat required to increase temperature to generate 20 heat. You need 10 oil. So 20 heat here, right? 20 here. Here. 20 here and 20 here. That's 80 and 20 here. Should be 100, right? Let's see. So, I have no idea. Wait, we have temperature overlay. When a district's temperature level falls below livable, problems arise. The severity and type of issues depend on how far the level drops in the district's type. To raise a district's temperature level, open the district panel and use the slider to allocate more heat. You can also adjust this using the buttons displayed over each district while the heat management overlay is active. Oil is needed to power the furnace and create heat. Okay. So we can see how much oil we are getting and how much we are using. You can find oil in wagons. Okay. District temperature overlay. So there are 6 temperature levels. Freezing, very cold, cold, chilly, livable and warm. You can raise a district's temperature level by adjusting its heat allocation, either using the slider in the district panel or the buttons in the heat management overlay. Okay. Different district types suffer in unique ways when poorly heated. All districts below livable increase disease. Housing districts below chilly increases disease and causes deaths. Cold workplaces cause injuries due to accidents. Food districts lose efficiency in low temperatures. Eventually, they may stop producing entirely if they are subject to freezing temperatures. On the other hand, warm districts unlock a range of positive effects. All districts that are warm or above have increased efficiency. Each warm housing district has a healing effect on the people living there. All warm districts receive warmth proximity effects that increase temperature in surrounding districts. Okay. And overlays. Overlays allow to quickly preview specific economy situation in the city and spot eventual problems. There are 9 city overlays. Resource allocation, heat management, fuels, buildings, workforce, stuff like that. Let's see. Heat management. Okay, we read this, I think. Let's manage heating. So, what's this? Wow. Never mind. What is that? Three possible district temperature level increases. No, 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 no. Can we even do this? Wasting heat. Okay. Is this warm now? Yes. It's more efficient now. +7. That's like what, 1/5? So like 25% boost. That's huge. I can't see what I'm getting here. Nor here. But now all of a sudden we are using 90 oil instead of 100. That's so weird. So we are getting... We're allocating 180 heat. Demand is 100, surplus is 80. We have 4 warm districts and 1 livable. I guess this one is livable. Oh no, this one is livable. Where was it again? Ah, here. Warming neighbors. Warmth granted. I have no idea what I'm reading. Decrease. Wow. Okay, let's leave it at this. How do I get out of here? Okay. The arrival. Incoming whiteout. Incoming whiteout. The second group of wanderers has arrived as expected, though they bring with them foul portents. The frost speaks with a clear voice. The signs are there, one elder urges. The whiteout follows fast on our heels. We have little time left. We must gather enough food for everyone. We must survive. Stockpile enough food to survive the whiteout in 69 weeks. Provide enough heat and shelter for the incoming wanderers. Okay, so we are already at week 32. What the hell? I feel like I'm wasting time so much. And we have 3,000. What? We have to stockpile 40,000 food. What do you mean? We are getting, what, 42 per week or whatever? Wow. Okay, let's see. We can construct hubs. How do we do that? Oh. Food stockpile hub. 30k stockpile capacity. Stockpile capacity for food. Food is increased. Area effects. Workforce demand in neighboring food districts is decreased. Requirement 50 workforce. Stores food for future use. And it's best if we do this around this district. So we need one. Okay, let's build one. And then we need more housing districts, right? We can't do that. We don't have enough scraps. Okay, can we ask for scraps? What's this? Relations? Neutral. Let's see. We can return scraps and we can demand scraps. Relations significantly worsen with wanderers. Let's not do anything for... We are eating into our stockpiles. Let's go, it was paused. So we are getting plus 18 per week. How much do we need to start building housing districts? 60. 25 more. Let's speed it up a little bit, I guess. Wow. Sick and injured. Unresolved problems in a city can make part of its workforce absent. Those workers are temporarily excluded from your workforce. There are two main types of absences, sick and injured. The number of sick workers increases proportionally to how high disease currently is and the level of heating in the district they work. These people will rejoin the available workforce upon decreasing disease in the city or after being cured in hospitals. Injured. The injured will rejoin the available workforce over time. Having hospitals or using abilities, for example triage, accelerates this process. You may encounter other types of absences in the city due to various events and decisions you make. To review the overall number of absences in the city, check the workforce tooltip. Okay. Whenever some of the workers of a given district become sick, you will be notified by a corresponding district notification. A similar notification will appear when they get injured. You will also be notified in the same way if any of your workers die. You can review such events in each district panel. Okay. We are not stockpiling food. Build another food district. Damn it. And I need to pay scraps. Wow, speeding time looks interesting. Let's see, so... Okay, here. Housing, unfulfilled 25. We need to improve housing. We can do that here. +1 and 2 fourths temperature level. Okay, so I guess it doesn't matter if you are like close to the generator or the furnace. The important thing is that you just need to stack up buildings as closely as possible. So let's build here. And how much housings am I going to build now? How much is this? Total output 15, so we need like, yeah, we need more than that. Can we also build a food district? 40 materials. Demand requires 19 more scraps. Okay, let's wait for scraps. What's this? Fine Cal farmer pouring soil in his hands. We've been here so many times. The soil is depleting. Each year there's more of us and less of the earth. We're running out of fertile soil. One day there will be nothing to grow food on. We may not be able to make it through without sacrifice. I could do with less if it means more of us make it through alive. We might not be able to fill food stockpiles without exceptional measures. Consider asking the Wanderers to tighten belts or instill emergency shifts in food districts. How do I do that? Where do I press what? Do I just turn this off? Actions and abilities. You now have gained access to new interactions. District's abilities and community's actions can help you deal with problems in your city. To use a district ability, select a work district and use double shift to make your people work overtime and supply more resources. To use a community action, select the Wanderer's portrait to find the Titan Belts action, which will reduce the daily allotment of food required to feed your people. Okay. Some district abilities are available from the beginning of the game. However, others can be unlocked by constructing specific buildings, signing laws, or by certain events happening in a specific district. For example, an ongoing protest or a rally. District abilities can be divided according to how they are activated. Toggle. Those abilities can be toggled and untoggled, which means you can control whether they are active or not at all times. Cooldown. Those abilities have a cooldown of a set number of weeks for the ability to be available for use again. One-time activation. Those abilities can only be activated once and are unavailable after that in a given district. Some district abilities have additional requirements. For example, you need to have enough resources available, or specific problems have to be lowered or absent from the city. Wow, guys, there is so much about this game. This is crazy. I didn't expect this much information. We are 1 hour and 15 minutes into the game and I don't know. I feel overwhelmed. The people of your city form communities, groups of people united by a common outlook and background. You can view any of your communities by selecting their image at the bottom of the screen. Under each community description is a list of actions you can perform with that community. Those actions can greatly improve your city's situation, but they can also change your relations with that community for better or worse. Under the community name, you can find information regarding your relations with a chosen community. Your relations with each community will impact your overall trust. Okay. Actions and abilities. We read this. I see. Let's see. We can use emergency shift. Trust falls, efficiency is increased. Or we can tighten the belts. Hunger is significantly increased. Food demand per capita is decreased. The Wanderers will ration their food to save more for the whiteout, intentionally going hungry so there is more for later. Damn, I kinda don't want that. Let's go with emergency shifts. Oh, this is a toggle ability. Okay. The Wanderers will work deep into the night with little regard to their safety. Workers in food district no longer... What? Death and injuries will occur. Wow. Trust. Trust shows how much confidence people have in you as the leader and your decision making. It mainly consists of your relations with all communities. However, your decisions and actions can also influence your overall trust. For example, ordering emergency shifts or taking scraps from Wanderers will lower trust, but it can be improved by the returning scraps action. Try selecting the Wanderer's image at the bottom of the screen and choose one of these actions, Trust shows how much confidence people have in you as the leader and your decision making. It mainly consists of your relations with all communities, in this case Wanderers, which are influenced by your actions towards them and the fulfillment of your promises. For example, ordering emergency shifts or taking scraps from Wanderers will lower trust. However, it can be improved by returning scraps. To explore possible community actions, enter the HUD bottom bar via select the Wanderers community and toggle community actions categories. Okay. Level of trust. Revered, respected, accepted, tolerated, and despised. Wow, they are going to revere us. Be careful, if your trust runs out and you become despised, the populace will want to depose you, which will be your end. So let's see their relations towards us. We've been roaming the cold, harsh frost for many years. May the black path guide us. May we find the promised land. The black path is in the oil. Wow, 0 stockpile. We gotta build a food district. 1, 2, 3. 3 there. And then I need to build another food stockpile hub. I want to do it here. Let's also get to this food deposit. Is it called the deposit? I think so, right? Come on. Why can't I see? Yeah, resource deposit. What's this? Weakened workforce. Absentees. The harsh conditions in the camp take their toll on our people. Some are no longer able to work due to illness or injury. If this continues, our workforce will dwindle, endangering our ability to sustain the camp. Ensure district temperature levels remain above cold to keep your people in good health. We should distribute heat where it is most needed. This will open heat management overlay, allowing you to allocate more heat to specific districts, and we can address this issue at another time. Let's do this. So this is livable. This is warm. This one is warm. This one warm. Warm. What's this? This one is livable. So where's the problem? I guess it's because we have a people without a place to live. Okay, how do I cancel this? There we go. Let's build another housing district. 1, 2, 3. Can't. Okay, in that case. Into the black, burying the dead. We mourn those who have recently passed. As is our custom, we take them to the oil pits. We gently lower their bodies into the thick blackness. The fuel that keeps us warm in life likewise preserves us in death. But that also erodes trust in our leaders. Without trust, there is no future. Okay, so people died. I guess it's because they don't have homes. Let's do a little bit of frost breaking. So, how about we do it here? No events. No events. Well, I can't see events anywhere. And what's this? Resource deposits nearly depleted. I mean, in 9 weeks. So we kind of have to find... Wait. Stop. Why can't I see where I have what resources? Okay, I guess I need to go into the building mode. So, these are prefabs. We have prefabs here. Wow. That's kind of far. But okay. We finally started stockpiling food. Let's do... Oh wait, we can't. So we have to lower temperature somewhere. How about here? Wow, this one is chilly now. Wait. So I'm not sure I get yet how the temperature functions here. If I heat this, then all 3 places are unlivable. But if I do this, then this one is in warm and this one is in livable. Interesting. Do I want to stockpile some oil? Can I do that? Where can I see the stockpiling of the oil? Wow, materials scarce. Oh right, we are not getting materials. And we can enact emergency shifts here. Never mind. We can build housing districts now. Let's see. Wow, we can't build one here. Oh, so when we make something livable, no, when we make something warm, the fields, or how do you call them, the tiles, districts around them are heated by one more level. So let's wait, I want these two spots free. What? Okay, let's do the frost breaking, I guess. Temperature level decreased. Wow. Now I gotta do this. And I don't have enough oil. Perfect. So we have to utilize this oil wagon too now. I mean, I have a lot of available workforce. Let's clear this and then get to those materials. There we go. Now I want to build the housing district. This looks okay. Let's see. What's this? Whiteout. The temperature will drop by 50 degrees. Temperature level in districts will decrease by 5 levels. Areas under whiteout will be impossible to explore, and sites and outposts under whiteout will be cut off. Wow. Our people are freezing. Incoming cold crisis. Our workers and frost-breaking crews have begun to suffer from exposure to low temperatures. They are asking us to provide more heating before the cold takes a further toll. We know we need to bring in as much food as possible before the whiteout, one elder said, but we can't just let people freeze in the meantime. Extracting enough oil will allow us to produce heat, while building enough housing will protect our people from cold. We will require both to keep people alive. Oh, we can choose. So if we choose to preserve, better that some get frostbite than everyone starving. People will continue to die as long as cold remains a problem. Or we can choose, we need houses for our workers and fuel for our heaters. Relations marginally improved with wanderers, and here relations worsen. Okay, but what do they want from us? Let's go with this one. So now we see reduce cold to minor cold. What cold? It's cold. Significantly increased by 6 chilly districts. Okay. Build enough housing districts to meet shelter demands. Okay, and allocate enough heat to achieve livable or warmer temperature levels in all inhabited housing districts. Okay, I think it's doable. We are already building the housing district, so this makes no point. Let's do some more frost breaking. I think that's enough. And then we can do extraction district. There. We'll be getting 200 materials. Against the elements, Squaler. Each day the wind grows fiercer. Relentlessly it beats against our buildings, weakening our structures gust by gust. Without raw materials to repair the damage, our districts will deteriorate. The more we build, the more materials we will need. This is the world we know. Provide more materials to reduce Squaler before it harms our people. So we can promise to gather more materials, or we can choose to not address this right now, which will worsen relations with wanderers right now. Your relations with factions and communities are a major factor in the overall trust people put in your rule. And we can promise them to gather more materials. Let's see. We will use them to shore up our districts. We must move quickly or some districts will be disabled. Relations marginally improve with wanderers. Okay, let's go with this one. Build an extraction district on maintenance wagon. Oh, so is this one the maintenance wagon? Yeah. Extract enough materials to satisfy our district's demand. We can see how much time we have actually to complete the mission. Let's actually instruct the wanderers to tighten their belts. It is too soon to perform this action again. Okay. It's still neutral. Allocate enough heat to achieve livable or warmer. We have 32 weeks to complete this one. Okay, so this one is done. Let's check this one out now. So we're gathering a lot of oil. Let's do this one now, and let's do this and then this. Wow. So with one more use, we're actually getting a lot value out of this. And if we do this, I think it's always good to keep districts for oil extraction in war, because you always get more as you keep them warm. And what's this? And I also have to allocate heat here, maybe. Good work. Our people are now less cold and can turn their focus on stockpiling food for the whiteout. Relations improve, which causes trust to rise. Let's focus on food. So I think it's always better, from what I'm seeing right now, to have some districts warm, so that they can heat the districts around them. There can be some planning done there. Let's also do this and this. And I think that's enough for now. What's this? Threa Cleghorn, 62, seamstress. Looking at her grandchildren playing, my knees ache and my fingers are so stiff. I can't hold the needle anymore. I've lived a full life. It warms my heart to see little Aisling and Killian play by the evening fire, but maybe this is it. I've talked with other elders. If it comes to it, we will go. I won't let my grandchildren starve. Some people are ready to sacrifice themselves to lower the food required. Okay. I don't think I want to do that. District demolition. You can deconstruct a district built on a depleted deposit to recycle valuable prefabs and materials. Open the district panel, select the deconstruct button and press confirm to proceed. So, what's this? We already read this one. Let's see, Squaler. Squaler, material scarcity. Laws, buildings. Squaler raises when there are not enough materials to meet the demand for the maintenance of the city. High squaler increases disease and decreases population growth. Squaler also causes recurring events that damage random districts, indicated by the district's wear. When wear reaches its maximum limit, the target district turns off due to a malfunction. Where can I see the wear? To make the district functional again, the player needs to repair it at a cost of prefabs. Damn, that sounds expensive actually. Where is the district wear? Let's look for it. Let's see. I see. Enough materials. Good work. We are now gathering enough materials to maintain our districts. Time to focus on stockpiling food for the whiteout. Okay, relations improve, causing trust to rise. Let me pause this real fast. Why is this bluish color? Is it like... No, it's livable. It's not even chilly. Is this one done? This district has been deactivated. Let's demolish it. Yes. And then I wanna see Squaler. Notable diminishing. But where can I see the Squaler for each building? Where is it? Squaler, Squaler. There we go. Squaler also causes recurring events that damage random districts. Oh, it's random, indicated by the district's wear. When wear reaches its maximum limit, the target district turns off due to a malfunction. I have no idea where is this wear. Squaler. Nice. So I want to keep districts with maximum people warm. So this one has... It's not even full with people and I'm keeping it warm. But okay. What's this? Aiden Fincham, 47 Elder, shocked at the sight of seals. Seals! I can't believe my eyes. We haven't seen them since before the Great Frost. How did they survive? There is enough meat there to feed everybody. We are saved. But should we slay them if the Lord spared them from the end of the world too? The seal colony can supplement our food production. Okay. Place a food district on the seal colony. I think I will not do that. So 10k, 15k. $20k, 20k. We might just have enough. We'll see. Oh, food. What's this? Never mind, nothing. Lack of prefabs. No resource for further construction. We don't have enough prefabricated components, making further construction impossible. There may be some prefabs left in one of the construction wagons. If not, we can try to salvage prefabs by demolishing one of the existing districts or hubs. Obtain more prefabs by building an extraction district on a construction wagon or demolishing. Okay. Do I have... so... I have 50 workforce working here, increasing the capacity, and reducing the workforce needed here by like what? 30. Can I see how much storage I have? Okay, I have 40k storage here. Will be filled in 132 weeks. That's definitely not enough. Wow. So we have to build something for prefabs. We gotta get over here somehow. Wait, do I do this? Yes, I think I do. Okay. And then we do the frost break. Wait, what? All this time I could have just do this. Wow. Something changed here. Wow, this guy is mad at the dreadnought. We are now looking here instead of here. Oh, look at that. I can choose what to zoom in. But like after I zoom in, I can't really move anymore. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Oh, this is cold. We need to increase temperature here somehow. Damn it. Not worth it. What the hell is this? 10 sick. Okay. Let's build actually we gotta get to this thing. And to this one. I need emergency shifts in all those. Actually, I'll not use it in this one. I'll wait for food districts to be at least livable before I do emergency shifts. I'm thinking after we deplete resources from this one, do I have to... Can I keep this one here or should I like destroy it and build it somewhere else? That's what I'm curious kinda. Okay, let's do some more dismantling, the frost breaking. I think that's enough, and then we can construct district there. Not this thing. Let's construct. Wait, we can't. Why? Alright, no more prefabs. Okay. Let's see. We broke the snow here and we can construct a new district. Now this one is cold. Damn it. Okay. Yeah, never mind. What's this? It's not a square anymore, now it was a circle. The whiteout draws near. A sacrifice. People in the camp are getting tense. They worry we won't gather enough food in time. Our hunters blame us for ignoring the seal colony and claim they would have been able to provide enough food for everyone. It's too late for that now. Many elders have volunteered to walk into the Frostland rather than be a burden on our resources. Their sacrifice would significantly reduce the rations we need for the whiteout. What should we do? The whiteout will arrive in 24 weeks. We currently have almost 10,000 food. Slaughter the seals. Lol, let our elders go. We'll respect our elders' wishes to walk out in the frost. Our elders will die. This will not reduce our workforce. Food required to survive the whiteout will decrease greatly. And don't resort to extremes. If you fail, the consequences will be dire. Can we get enough food? I'm not sure. Let's let the elders go. "50 of our elders have left." Okay. How much food? Wow. 25,000 food now. Yeah, now we're good with food. Perfect. Now let's enact emergency shift. And we need to build the last food district, but we need prefabs for that. How many prefabs do we need? 140, I think, right? Yeah, 140. What? In the old dreadnought? What do you mean? Sierra Fincham, 13, trainee seamstress. No more stories. Granny's gone for her long walk. She says I'll see her again one day, but not for a long time. She told me lots of great stories. Granny did. About blue skies and sun so hot you could go out without clothes. About a thing called the sea, like a big tub of water, which Granny once sailed across on a wooden dreadnought to visit friends who spoke funny words. Anyway. We have enough prefabs to build another food district. Let's do it here. And let's turn on the emergency shift immediately. Now, I wanna see... How can I get to the next district? Never mind. I wanna see where people died. What's going on? Okay, this is weird. I can't see that people died anywhere. Okay. Can we build something else? Yep, we can build another material district. But we would need 150 workforce for that. Our population is rising steadily. Okay. How do I get out of here? What? There we go. It's kind of confusing. But Whiteout arrives in 8 weeks. Hmm. When some of these depots deplete, I'll use that workforce to build another district. Maybe I can do this. Let's see. Actually, I can. But I have to heat it. Never mind. I'll just let it work, and it'll get depleted way sooner. In 2 weeks, right? 1 week, yeah. And after we destroy it, actually, we won't need to give materials for that district, so our materials demand will drop. And we almost stockpiled all the resources or all the food. Food secured. We did it. We secured enough food to survive the incoming whiteout. Our workers will make some last-minute preparations before the storm arrives. We should try and keep our people warm for this time. Okay. So I guess soon we destroy this. Yeah. Let's demolish it. And let's build this thing like this. But since we are we demolishing this? Yes. Well, let's actually build Steam hub somewhere. Oh, look at that. For every tile that it covers, you get minus 15% of workforce requirement. Let's build one more here. Why is there a question mark here? Actually not a question mark, but the exclamation mark. It's probably because of this thing. I'm just speeding up the time, and the whiteout will hit in literally 1 day. And let's see what happens. Okay, it still didn't hit. Here we go. The preparations are over. Wait, can I increase? What if I do this? Wow. Survival through sacrifice. The Wanderer's survival. When the whiteout hit the camp, the Wanderers were ready, at least those who remained were. They huddled together while howling winds buffeted the rusted hull. With a colony of seals to hunt responsibly for years to come, the Wanderers feel confident about their future. No trace was ever found of those who volunteered to walk into the frost. Some say they walked straight across the snow through the gates of paradise. Damn. The Wanderers emerge shaken but determined to continue their journey. They pray for the day the whiteouts stop. The storms are fewer and further between. Maybe one day their prayers will be answered. For now, we survived. And ensure the Wanderer's survival during the vote. Okay. Interesting. Scraping the barrel. Coal is running out. Wait, what? Do we just continue? What the hell happened? As he weakened, growing divisions brought city maintenance to a grinding halt. Now, New London is left to suffer the consequences. As steward, it is your charge to lead, but you must prove yourself. The overcrowded city is low on resources. Use this warmer year to build more shelters, secure coal and power the generator back on. Let's get to work. Let me pause this real fast. What the hell is going on? I thought the game was over. Or not. Wow. Wow, this is actually such a huge map. Infinite materials, what? Coal. Prefabs. $2.4 million. What? What's this? Frostland teams. Ruins of an old way station, battered down during the whiteout years. We can restore it as a rear base for our exploration efforts. Build a logistics district here to access the Frostland. Wow, we can access the Frostland, so this is not the Frostland yet. I mean, kinda is, but not really. So we have housing district. Okay. Food district, extraction district, industrial district. What? Oh, industrial district provides prefabs without using anything, and extraction district provides more prefabs, but it needs like a place to extract, right? And logistics district gives us Frostland teams. Okay. We can construct buildings. What? Research institute. Nice, I was looking forward to this. And the council hall. Oh, there is already a place reserved for that. How about this one? Wait. How about this one? No? Wait. Unlocks the idea tree. Each institute improves research speed. Output. Research speed is increased. Requirements. Workforce. Construction. We have everything required for this thing. Facility dedicated to coming up with technological and sociological solutions to large-scale problems. Okay, I guess we need to build maybe logistical district or industrial district, and then place research institute near it or in it or something like that. Heating, what? Hubs. Heating hub. Wow, that's cool. Fuel stockpile hub. Allowing storage of massive amounts of fuel. Output 50k stockpile capacity and 50k stockpile capacity. Oh, of coal and of all oil and of coal. Okay. Ah, look at that, it's the beacon. Actually, 2 beacons. Wow. Goods stockpile hub. What does that give us? 50k stockpile capacity. For vases? For goods? Okay. Demand area effect. Workforce demand in neighboring industrial districts is decreased. Okay, and this one, workforce demand in neighboring extraction and industrial districts is decreased. And extraction and neighboring temperature level in neighboring districts is increased. And food stockpile hub. Workforce demanding in neighboring food districts is decreased. Wow, cool. And then the frost break. The frost break. Wow. Wait, we have infinite amount of food. Nice. But why? What does it says? 84k or whatever. Deposit infinite of food. And deposit 84k of food. Deep deposit. Oh, it's deep deposit. Accessing the deep deposit requires the deep melting drill building. Okay. I guess that's it for... Wait. I'm glad I can pause the game because I'm... it's kinda annoying that when I press construct menu and then temperature menu, I can't just close both of them at the same time, like pressing escape or something. I need to close one and then the second one, and if I get stuck in between, well, there's no help. What's this? Guard squads. What's that? Units of law enforcement officers whom the city employs to maintain order. They help to reduce crime and can stifle unrest. Construct buildings or pass laws to increase your guard squad's number and strength. We can't build guard buildings, right? Yeah. Okay. So, secure coal and expand shelter. Frost break to a shallow coal seam and construct an extraction district. Turn on the generator and construct new housing districts to address the lack of shelter. Okay, so we have to frost break to a shallow coal seam. And where is the shallow coal seam? Is this one? Yeah, shallow coal seam and shallow coal seam. So materials are grouped here. Food, we have a little bit of food here. Some materials here, food here, materials here. Two Frostland teams. Old way station and old way station. And then we have coal seams here. Wait. I wanna see. Come on. Okay. So we have coal seams here, some prefabs here and here. Okay, so we gotta do Frostpunk, frost break. Wait, what? This is water, right? Yeah. Or not. No, there is no water, everything's frozen. But for some reason... Oh, because it's Raven, the temperature there is... Yeah, sheltered from wind. And also here, nice, that's cool. Let's do this. I kinda want to get here and then build an extraction district. So we can build 6 tiles along extraction district. So we can like build, we can cover all of these at once. That's cool. We have to build a housing district. So let's see, wow. We have unfulfilled 70 housing, whatever. Let's build housing here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Unfortunately, cannot build 7th there. There we go. It would be cool if I left space for heating hub like over here, so that it can heat the whole housing district here, but... Oh no, actually, if I put it... What? I can put it here. Yeah, and it will heat everything. Or here. Cool. Never mind. And yet again, so I have to press H and then... Okay. Wait, who do we have? We have Frostlanders, Faith Keepers, and New Londoners. New Londoners. Londoners. Tension. General. Coal. Fear of running out of coal. Alright, the game is paused. But let's see. Fund projects. Minus 216 heat stamps. Relations improve with New Londoners. No, I will not do that. Raise funds. Wow. And what's this? De-radicalize Faith Keepers. Okay, interesting. We can get rid of some of those guys. Through technological progress, New London will thrive. So, do they give something special? Wow. What's this? Promote or condemn? Publicly announce your support. Fervor is decreased. Where is fervor? Okay, I don't know. Our relations greatly improve with Faith Keepers. And we can condemn them. Which will... Faith Keepers' fervor is increased. Okay. They will lose members and potentially lose seats in the council. And we can raise funds. Oh, there is the fervor. So only those guys have fervor. Let's see. Where is fervor? I can't read any more of this right now. What's this? Frostlanders. They have fund projects and raise funds. Okay. What's this? Community size plays a crucial role in shaping various aspects of your city. Larger communities exert greater influence over trust. The number of delegates a community has in the council is directly proportional to its size. They represent 43% of the city's population. Current council delegate seats 43. How about those guys? 12. Larger factions can spread their actions, such as protests, across more districts. And 45. Steward. What the hell is this now? Tradition. The world has changed, but not the people. The old social order has always been the glue that has held us together. It will keep us together still. With tradition as our foundation, we will rebuild society. Reason. To move beyond survival, we must leave behind the old social order. Through logic and reason, we will thrive. It's a new world, it demands a new society. I can't click on any of these, okay? Merit. Merit and equality. Merit. New opportunities ripen. Fortune, as always, will favor the bold. Let the best of us soar and elevate everyone with them. Equality. The old world died, along with all its inequalities. Nobody should lay claim to vital resources, and in the Frost, all resources are vital. All to the city, and the city shall care for all equally. What? Progress. We will build machines to carve our place in ice. We will improve ourselves with technology, and we will reap resources from the frozen earth to sustain everyone. Okay. We will bend nature to our will and we will thrive. And adaptation. Fighting against the cold is futile. We will not give in to the hubris of machines, the frost makes steel brittle. We will adapt, even if it requires sacrifice. I have no idea what this is. But let's unpause the game. And let me get out of this menu, whatever it is. Oh, okay, we are currently not in any menu. Okay, never mind. Actually, while we wait, we can probably build another district. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Proximity, sheltered from wind. Wait. 1, 2. Let's start from this end. There we go. Did I mess this up a little bit? Yeah, I kinda did. Can I? Yeah, I can. Perfect. So, we start from this end. There we go. Now this will give us 20. And this one will give us 20. And we need... how many more? 30 more. So 2 more districts. Sheesh, okay. 1, 2, 3... No, 3, 4, 5, 6... Okay, and then... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Okay. Now... we need food. Let's go like this. And then we can build a hub. Let's see. Minus 30% workforce requirement. That's crazy. So let's build it here. And what is the requirement? 600. And how many people work here? 100. So 10% of 660 times 3, it's 180. Basically, we get 80 workforce back from this. Okay. And then, damn, I need to build extraction districts. So, 1, 2, 2. Never mind, let's build it like this. Let me just check if I can build a coal. Okay, I need to frost break here. There, and then we'll frost break this. And then I gotta build goods. How do we get goods? Not from this thing. Wait, can I build this somewhere now? Oh, yes. Oh, look. It shows where you can build it. Interesting. Do we build it? Its requirement is 400 workforce. Research speed is increased, but we're not researching anything right now, I think. Oh, it unlocks the idea tree. Okay, let's build the first one then. Heat stamps, what's that? Heat stamps are a stockpileable resource that can be spent on frost breaking, funding construction, or when using specific actions. Oh, it's like scraps in the last whatever it was, mode or whatever. So it even looks the same. The income And like the numbers are almost the same. A city collects heat stamps weekly. Every community provides its share depending on its size. The bigger the community, the more they contribute. This means that as the population grows, the heat stamps income also increases. Perfect. Heat stamps income can be increased by satisfying goods demand. It can also be modified by certain laws and buildings. You can request or donate heat stamps to communities and factions. Select a community or faction at the bottom of the screen to see the list of possible actions and also the consequences. I'm curious about what am I curious? The goods, right? Can I search? Yeah, materials. Materials are used to maintain districts, buildings, and the machines within them. They can also be used to manufacture prefabs or goods in industrial districts. Okay. Shortage of materials to fulfill demand will greatly contribute to squalor. Okay. We know that already. You can extract materials from frozen forest deposits or iron vein deposits. Depending on the type of deposit, different buildings can be built within the district that is placed on that deposit to increase its output. Okay, we already know this. Come on. So, we need industrial districts for that. Do I start getting the prefabs or materials? Oh, I can't combine the districts. Okay, good to know. Oh, look. Yeah, we kind of need materials. So we better do that. But let's first do the frost break here. So I think this is enough. Now it's enough. What? What's this? Oh, they are building the research station, right? Wow, this looks so cool actually. Peter Lowe, Fate Keeper. The city is losing heat fast. Will the steward manage? You better shut your mouth, Peter. Right, guys? What's this? The trains? What? What the hell was that? I think it was showing that I could build another institute. We can now research new ideas. Research institute constructed. Let's see. Different ideas. Communities of New London. A small crowd gathers outside the new research institute, arguing about how to exploit the last coal veins. The Fate Keepers in New Londoners want us to lean on machine-powered mining, but the Frostlanders would have us pursue a more frugal solution. Can't remember what this word means. They would never display such discord under the captain's rule. You have to choose who to entrust with developing their idea. The communities of New London have different perspectives. You may not be able to please everyone. So we can get options or decide later. I guess frugal here means like a more like opposite to the machine powered, which means manual labor. Let's see the idea tree. We need new ideas to move forward. However, different communities may propose diverging answers to the same issue. They will only pursue solutions that align with their worldview. Choosing a community to develop an idea will improve your relations with that community. Okay, so we gotta choose between coal mines. Wait, what? No, we choose between dust coal mine and blasting coal mine. So blasting coal mine requires 300 workforce, 80 heat stamps, and 40 prefabs. Let's compare it real fast. Yeah, this requires more workforce. Let's see the... I don't know. Operation using explosive drilling to rapidly exploit coal deposits, generating noxious fumes. Okay, everything has its pros and cons. So pros are getting a lot of coal, but we have negatives. Squalor is increased. And the materials demand is quite high. Yeah, this I like this more. Disease is slightly increased and materials demand is kinda small. Here we have triple the materials demand and squalor is increased a lot. Mining operation where residue coal dust is sucked up and compressed into briquettes to make maximum use of the resource. This makes more sense than using explosives. So I'll go with this one. They'll be happy. Marginally increased by all key districts. Livable or warmer. Okay, so everyone is housed now. We are losing food, we are losing materials, and we are losing goods. What do we have here? So we're gathering 50 food. What's this empty building slot? What? What now? What building can I build there? Oh, it shows. Nice. So housing district can have a research institute. Same as this one. We have the generator here. We can't destruct that one. Wow. That's cool. Let's see, we can build council hall here. I wanna do that kinda soon. It messes up with my angle when I do this. Come on. There we go. Okay, so when I zoom into the building, it messes up with the angle when I get out. And we have generator is turned off. We have extraction district. We can't build anything here. But we're gathering some coal now, finally. Adjust district area. What does it mean? What? No, I don't want to do that. Expand the building to increase its output and provide one additional building slot. I have no idea what that means. But it's 50 heat stamps and minus 50 prefabs. Oh, one additional building slot. Okay, I get it. This might be actually better than building a whole other district. It won't speed up the gathering of the coal, but it will gather all of it. So, which basically means we won't be using the workforce required for another extraction district, but we will also not be paying the prefabs and the heat. The what now? The heat stamps. But we still need to pay some, so we're paying a little bit more heat stamps, 50 instead of 40, and we're paying 50 prefabs instead of 140. I'll think about it. Let's turn on the generator in the meantime. Scraping the barrel. Good work, steward. We have secured a new coal deposit. It's part of the last vein in New London. There are still some deposits left, but they won't last for long. We'll need to improve our mining to use it efficiently, but the city's communities are voicing different ideas about how to do it. We need to decide whose ideas are worth pursuing. I think we already did that, right? Command radial. You can open the command radial with... Okay, this is for a controller.
The steward appreciates all your adoring letters and will answer personally in due time.
Now what? Oh, we can build the council's hall now. I want to get that done. Okay. The generator wakes. A child is born. People gather around the generator tower as it wakes with a thundering shudder and bestows heat on us yet again. This is the heart of the city, our last line of defense against the cold, our first hope for a future, any future. Steward, there's a couple who says their first child, a daughter, was born at the exact moment of the generator at the exact moment the generator sprang to life again. They call her Lily May. They ask that you blast her. Blast her. In the generator. Fucking hell, what? You gave us hope back. Thanks to you, our child may yet have a future ahead of her. May your life be warm and winds spare your paths. Okay. Let me see. Wait, how do I... here. Allocate all heat. Perfect. Let's also do this. No. There we go. And then we can probably do... here. Oh, interesting. So how much coal do we have stockpiled? Oh, around 5,000, okay. We can vote on new laws. First council session, the city decides. Anticipation fills the air as the council opens. The captain ruled with a firm hand for years, but those times died with him. Now the communities of the city want their say. The Fate Keepers are the only organized faction and have a strong opinion on everything. They are devoted to what they claim was the late captain's vision, a godly society built on progress, equality and tradition. The New Londoners and Frostlanders clash over our survival strategy, though neither has a firm stance on economic or social issues. Then there are those who view the Fate Keepers with contempt for their role in New London's history, but they keep to the shadows for now. Based on your handling of the coal crisis, the first decision is whether you should maintain your role as steward. What? What the hell is this? Double click on a delegate to view their profile. New Londoners. So they're how did they call them in the Frostpunk one? The worm glows or glow worms. So when you choose one, their glow worms turn on. So we have, who are those guys? New Londoners, Frostlanders, and where are the Fate Keepers? There we go. Can I, like, oh, I can move inside here. Wow. So I can press on like Beatrice Wild, researcher, New Londoner, broke up with her partner for stealing her favorite spanner. What? Hates animals and rarely believes flattery. They seek to pass worker shifts and machine-centric shifts. Okay. Okay, this is kind of weird. How do I... What? I press all the way here and it chooses this guy. Okay, I guess. So worker shifts. They have different like histories. But they, from what I can see, they mainly want the same thing. Yeah. Let's check the Frostlanders. Used to go hunting with her uncle every week. Thinks everyone should move away from home at least once. Secretly fears survival of the fittest. What? Lost her job when it was automated. Scout. Okay. Has more fingers than teeth. Would love to get home early today. The hell? Worker shifts, weather adjusted shifts. Weather adjusted shifts sounds rational, I guess. And what about those guys? No. Can I click on someone? There we go. What now? Come on. Why is it not showing? So it shows for New Londoners, but when I try to choose those guys, it says nothing. What? Or it says a lot actually. faction. Followers of this religious movement established by the captain. Seeking ascension in technology, they are communal, traditional and devoted to the captain's memory. This is their manifest, progress. Humankind has rightful dominion over nature. Through machines and automation we will conquer the frost. Equality. All stand equal before the divine who commands we tend to every member of the flock. What? Tradition. The proper ordering of society was decreed at creation. It is our humble duty to perpetuate it. I'm not a big fan of tradition personally. We'll see about those guys. They seek to pass worker shifts, machine-centric shifts. That's the same as the New Londoners. Maintenance duty, all do maintenance. Youth, dutiful youth. Okay. Unlock. Hold evening prayers, community action. Send the faith keepers to pray with the people and preach that better days lie ahead. Good relations perk. Serenity sermons. Tension is decreased. Okay. Progress. Adaption. Tradition, equality and progress. Oh, damn. Even more information. Hold left alt for the resource drawer. Wow. Okay, let's try and let's see this now. Delegates session. Voting in 10 weeks, 0 days. Vote of confidence. Should the steward remain in power? If this vote fails, the delegates will immediately remove you from office. Okay. People are divided. 24, 15 against. What? 7 New Londoners delegates are against. 6 Frostlanders and 2 Faith Keepers. So 6, that's like the 1/6 of Faith Keepers, 1 8th, 1/7 of Frostlanders and 6th or 7th, something in between of New Londoners. People are divided. Vote or negotiate. What's this guided voting? Cannot be invoked because guided voting charter law must be forced. You are tolerated. Negotiate with delegates and try to influence the way they vote. What if we vote right now? Can I just leave this? Yep. Wait. They will vote in 10 weeks anyway, I guess. Let's try to negotiate. Negotiate with... who do I want to negotiate with? New Londoners, I guess. Should the steward remain... okay. Let's... They will vote for passing the law during the next vote. Vote against. They will vote against passing the law during the next vote. What the hell? Their terms. Research, research, research. What? What? Never mind. What about Faith Keepers? Use a community action on Faith Keepers. Promote. Research. Research. Yeah, I definitely don't want them to vote against me remaining in power, so... And what about Frostlanders? Use a community action on Fate Keepers. Condemn. Okay. Research. Okay. And what's this? Coal mines. Oh, it's the research that we're doing. Wait, we can't build. What else can we build? Oh right, we don't have enough heat stamps. Heating hub. I want to build this thing. Fuel stockpile hub. Around here, I guess. But I need more heat stamps for that. 9 more. Let's speed up the week. There we go. Minus 30% workforce required. And I get stockpile space, which I don't really need yet. And I kinda don't need the workforce demand decreased. I have a lot of workers available, so these buildings, those hubs are kinda useless right now. So we should probably build districts. We need materials. But first we need more goods. More goods. More food. More materials. Cores. Now let's see. What if we do this? Wow. Assigned research increases deletion.
A new idea and await their next task.
Okay, we can start researching something else. Advanced coal mines. Heat utilization. This sounds cool. They all want the same thing, okay. And heat dispatcher. Or actuated heat dispatcher. But those are buildings. I kind of don't need those buildings. In any district, in a district. Okay, that sounds good. Let's do this one. Do I want to build this? What do I get? 150 coal output. 20 materials demand and disease. And how much coal output? Damn, it almost doubles the coal output. But also the material demand. No, not that much actually. Who knows? What was that? Oh, nothing. Coal after on New London, 545 weeks at current rate. Okay, construct a newly researched building in the extraction district. Alright, we have to construct at least one of those. Okay, well, we are 3 hours into the game, guys, and I feel like I need a break right now. So yeah, I'll be making a break. I was kind of overloaded with information about this game. It's a pretty complex freaking game. A lot of tutorials. And yeah, but we accomplished something today. We completed that first prologue. Now we're playing, I don't know what we're playing, the New London mode or something. So yeah, let's see how can we save the game. Okay, create a new save. Okay, let's call it blind playthrough 1 and let's save it. Okay, so that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one and see you in the next stream. Take care and bye.